This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Mustang. It is a 2005 Ford Mustang GT. It was purchased directly from an insurance company in Las Vegas. It has 63,000 miles. It was a theft recovery, purchased on a clear title. It has a clear title. They put a Cobra grill insert in it. They had a Cobra emblem on the driver fender. It's not a Cobra. It is a manual. It is a V8, 4.6 liter V8. It does have leather. We put brand new tires on it. It needed 2 mufflers. It had some aftermarket stuff on it. It had some sort of a hood, aftermarket hood scoop look, something. That's for the next guy to figure out what he wants to do. Obviously they're out there and they're all over the place. It kind of depends on what you want it to look like, and they're not that expensive, so we'll let you deal with it. Cosmetically, it's got some chips and some nicks. You can see that's where they put the Cobra emblem right there. That's just kind of glue. That might actually come off if you worked on it. It's not paint, that's sitting on top. You can see that, but that's just glue. It's got SVT wheels, which were apparently Cobra wheels, so they tried to make it into a Cobra. It's got brand new tires. That's what they look like all the way around. We just purchased them a couple days ago. It's not perfect. It's got that hood deal that's missing. It's got some rock chips. Could use a little touch-up paint. We kind of like to leave them the way they came in, so you get an idea of the quality of the car and get an idea of what we saw when we saw it. There's a little chip there. The only real issue with this thing cosmetically on the outside is that. The rest of it is stuff like this and this. So touch-up paint would make it go away. That little dent on the back is in a bad place because dent busters can't get into it. Well, they might be able to get into it through the trunk. I shouldn't say that. That may come out, but it may not. Let's see. I don't know if it's got... No. Oh yeah, it does. Didn't know if there was metal in the trunk or not. It would hold the plate. Tires. It's like a little bit of something in the paint there. It's very straight aside from that ding and some rock chips. I'm going to fire this thing up, open the hood. It's got like an aftermarket intake. It's still hot in Tucson, holy cow. So I should check how you open this thing first before I come out here, huh? I'm told it runs really strong. Here's the passenger window. I'm gonna have somebody come out here and drive for the driving part of the video. There's power windows, up and down. This is a manual seat. A scratch right there. It's not a tear, it's a scratch. You do have a, I don't know, that feels awfully small for a full manual. But that would be what it is. Alright. It's a manual. Back seat here. Back seat looks great. Headliner looks good. See if I can pop the trunk here. I'm not sure where the trunk release is on this guy. So I'm gonna take the keys out and open the trunk. There you go. Here's your trunk. Let's see if it's got a spare. I'll bet you it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. Wow, awesome. There's your spare tire. About 97% of the time they don't. So let me fire this thing up real quick again. Shoot. Kind of hard to start without that. Kind of gotta have a key. It's weird how they work like that. All right, we have 62,000. Close the door here. 62,716 miles. Obviously, I got the brake on. That's this. Boom. There's that. I don't have seatbelt on. We just got done driving this for quite a bit, and it's been running for about an hour and a half. Just making sure it doesn't overheat. If it doesn't overheat in Tucson, it's hot today, even middle of September. Oh, that's cruise control. Boy, that's who stole it. Let's see, got cruise control, got tilt over here, so tilt is underneath. There's tilt. Driver window. Passenger window. Let's do the mirrors. Mirrors out. Mirrors in. Up. Down. Alright. Other side. Out. In. Up. Down. Alright. The air's blowing ice cold. All the settings. Perfect. 60's changing. I told my buddy out here to drive. Give it an exhibition run. Alrighty then. Alright, so this is your first manual.
It's my first 5-speed ever.
That'd be reverse. That'd be first, and now we're out of here. It's on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson, you're going to pay dock fee of $250 plus taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay 5% tax plus $250 dock fee. You pay by wire and ship, no dock fee, no taxes. Second, we'll get off the Bolivian roads that we have here in Tucson, and we have about 75 feet of real pavement in the entire city, and that'll have to do. The rest of it is strictly for four-wheel drive. How's the clutch?
Which is good.
Oh yeah, I forgot also, we did do the plugs, right? We had changed the spark plugs, and like I said, I got 2 new mufflers, got brand new tires, and I got a seat insert. The driver's seat had a tear in the seat, and we fixed that. Is there anything else?
That's it.
Aside from them trying to turn it into a Cobra?
The battery gauge does not work. It is, if you notice, it's stuck way beyond high.
Where is it?
Right there in the middle.
Battery gauge is enough, and it will stay that way. It's not worth fixing. It's always always good to race by the school zone, because there's never any cops in schools.
Speed limit.
Oh yeah, 35. Oh, that'd be 45. Anyway.
It's 55.
It's not my license. This thing's really quiet. Surprisingly quiet and vibration free. It's also interesting that none of the coating has rubbed off all the knobs like usually happen. That's more of a Chevy thing, isn't it?
More of a Chevy thing. Nissans.
What do we got here? Traction control.
Yep.
So that helps the smoke the tires factor.
Yep.
This is a really excellent running car. It needed tires severely, so it got them. It needed mufflers severely because it was loud and obnoxious, so it got them. Really, the only issues this vehicle has now are some paint chips. I would just get some touch-up paint. Hopefully, you might be able to push that dent out through the trunk with a dent buster. Maybe, but I wouldn't guarantee that. That's about it. It's a nice car. I think it would go pretty much wherever you need it to go. We're going to get on here on a real road in a second, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of space to drive it, or maybe not, because we're boxed in and we're out of time almost. We got about 3 minutes left. The air airs. Have a manual in here, right? Yeah. I saw that. Oh, and the hood. Remember the hood part? The hood is missing its little fake scoop thing, whatever. The holes are there. I'm sure that there's a million varieties of that on the aftermarket that you can plug in for probably not very much money. So have at it on that. We're going to stay out of that. That would be a preference thing rather than a performance thing. There we go. No ticket. It's pretty quiet for getting up and going, huh?
For doing 70 there?
Of course, that would be the reason for the muffler, right? Mufflers. Because if we didn't have those, you could hear it from about a mile away. Right. Anyway, that's it. Please make sure you get your deposit. And once we have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name over the vehicle in a banner at our website at wheelk.com. Until we have a deposit, we will sell it to whoever gets a deposit in first. Also, eBay people. At the end of all my videos, last 20 or 30 videos, I've given this speech. It's not just for this car. This is not a brand new car. I know that's a news flash, but to some eBay people, I think it is. It's not a new car. The warranty, factory warranty, expired a long time ago, and X amount of miles and X year for a reason. The engineers said that's enough risk for us. We're out. Well, if they're out, they must know something, because they get paid a lot of money to know that, the hundreds of engineers. So we don't know what's going to happen to this car, just like they don't know what's going to happen to this car. That's why it makes it a used car that is much cheaper than a brand new one. So if you need the surety of knowing what's going to happen next week to the motor or tranny or whatever, that's the new car dealership. I think they're selling GTs for probably around 35 or 40 or something. And Cobra's probably in the 50 area. That would be you. If you want to save some money and knowing that someday you're going to have to spend some money that you saved on this vehicle to do something to repair it, then please bid, and we will welcome your action. Okay? But if you're a crazy person thinking it's brand new, please don't bid. Okay? Please don't make an offer and don't even look at it. I appreciate your time. Thanks very much.